Hello, dear students. I am back with the chapter number 4, in which we are going to cover with our leftover topics. So, let's begin with the chapter. Okay, let's discuss hyperlinks in HTML. And hyperlink can be any text or image that, when you click it, takes you to another page or file, either on the website or elsewhere on the internet. A hyperlink can also take you to another part of the same web page. When you move the cursor over a link in a web page, the arrow will turn into a little hand. The HTML A tag defines a hyperlink, where A stands for anchor tag. ANCHOR, anchor. A stands for anchor tag. Now let us discuss the attributes of A tag. It stands for hypertext reference. It refers to full web address of the linked resource, which could be a document, multimedia file, or any part of the same document. That means href gives the address of the website. Target attribute is used with frames and defines where to open the document. That means target attribute which tells you about where to open the document and where the website will be open. Name attribute of anchor tag is used to define a name anchor. This named anchor is invisible to the reader. That means this name is not visible to the readers. So these are the attributes of hyperlink tag. Now let us discuss the types of hyperlink. There are two types of hyperlink in HTML. These are internal hyperlinking and external hyperlinking. Internal linking is used to link a part of the same document, and external linking is used to link one document with another document. Internal hyperlinks requires an anchor tag with the name attribute. For example, they have given two HTML codes in which they have shown internal linking. They have created an hyperlink with the tag ahref is equals to global warming. Now you can see in the box given below, ahref is equals to global warming. When you will click on this global warming, it will leads to the another document where you will get the details about the global warming. Now let's discuss forms in HTML. Forms, as you people know, is you can say human made entry area where you can fill your details as per the requirement of the form. HTML forms are used to take the data as input from the users and pass them to the web server for further processing. A form can contain input elements like text field, text area, checkbox, and radio button, and some action buttons: submit, reset, and more. They have shown in the diagram just adjacent to the forms in HTML. The form tag tells the browser where the form will start and end. You can add all kinds of HTML tags between the form and /form tags. This means that a form can easily include a table or an image along with the form fields. Form controls. A control is a container or a command which is used to receive or display data from the users. Users interact with forms through named controls. Now let us discuss the attributes of form tag. There are three main attributes of form tag. One of the attribute is name, the second one is action, and the third one is method. The name attribute is used to specify the name of the form. Action attribute is used to specify any script which will receive the uploaded data. Method, this is used to specify the method to be used to upload data. Example they have given you. The input element. The input element is the most important element of form element. Attributes of input element: type, name, and value. Type indicates the type of input control. Name used to give the name of the part of the name. Value, pair that is sent to the server. Value provides an initial value to the text input control. Text box control. Do you know, student, what is text box? Text box is a type of a box in which you enter your name or your personal information. For example, just see page number 48, community learning club. They have given a diagram over there in which they have written first name, and after that they have drawn a box. This box is known as text box. All right. Button control. There are various ways in HTML to create clickable buttons. You have seen in many social sites, or you have seen in many online shopping sites, that whenever we have to select whenever we have to set any filter, we just put a tick on that. or sometimes we have put a dot on that. So these kind of button controls HTML also provide you with this. So one of the most important button control is checkbox control. Checkbox is whatever you do in your online shopping list. For example, if you want to apply a filter in online shopping, what you people do, you just select a filter and put a tick on that. That is tick is known as checkbox control. Now radio button control. Radio buttons are used only when one option is required to be selected. For example, if you have filled online forms, so in that you have seen there is a field where you have to fill your gender, male, female and other. So in that you have seen a circular round circle in which we are having a black dot. For example, if we are clicking on female, then the black dot will fill inside that circle, if you have remember this. So this is known as radio button control. You can see in the diagram also. List box control. List box control is used to select multiple options at once. List box is created using the select tags, and each item of a list box is created using the option tag. List, as the name suggests, is provide you with a list of items in which you can control more than options at a single time. Text area control. To let the visitor enter more than one line of text, you need a multiple line text input control called text area using text area tag. It also has two major attributes, rows and columns. Rows attributes set the number of rows, and column attributes set the number of columns. Drop down list control. Drop down list is also known as the combo box. It is used to select single option at a time. Drop down list box is used when we have many options available to be selected, but only one will be selected. Example they have given you in box. Last but not the least, file upload control. If you want to allow a user to upload a file on your website, you need to use a file upload box, also known as file select box. File upload control is used to browse file from the user's computer and upload them on the web server. For example, if I give you a simple example, when you upload a profile photo in your WhatsApp, so what you will do, you just click on the on your photo, and that particular photo area will direct you directly in your you can say gallery, from which you can select your photo and it will get uploaded on your WhatsApp. Similarly, this kind of feature you can make it available in your HTML forms also, in which the user can upload its picture or any picture on the form, like its photo on the form, with the help of choose file button. All right students, one thing that I want to say is that you have to perform all the boxed content. That means all the HTML programs that are given inside the box from page number 40 till the end of the chapter, you have to perform all these HTML programs in Notepad, and you just see the output of these programs. It is your responsibility to see how these outputs are coming. All right, though I am going to start with the practical demo of this chapter in my next video, but still it's your responsibility to have a look and have a try on these HTML programs yourself, because it is necessary to have a trial on these programs. Only then you are going to understand how these HTML tags are working. All right.